Hello there, beautiful Geminis. Welcome to my tarot nook. I'm hoping all is well and good with you. Happy to have you here. This is going to be a love reading, Gemini. So let's see what messages are here for you. As usual, I'll first pull some messages for you from your guides. Then I'll pull some oracles into your situation, read some tarot into your situation, and then I'll close out with some oracles for you as well, okay? So your message here from your guides, something you need to pay attention to. Oh, hey, look at this. Be proud, Gemini, okay? It is time to celebrate all that you've achieved, all that you are, and all that you will become. Every once in a while, it is important to stop and acknowledge what you've achieved and to be proud. So take a step back, or take a big pause, I guess, and take your hand, your favorite hand, and pat your shoulder, okay? Give yourself a pat on the back. Good job. Okay, you got to be proud of yourself. You've gone through something, you've achieved something. You know, it's time to show off. It's okay. It's okay to showcase your skills. It's okay to showcase your talents. You're an achiever. And at this point, I feel like the universe is just really wanting you to pause here, Gemini, and just take a deep breath and close your eyes and kind of savor every moment of this victory, of whatever it is that you've accomplished that you need to be proud of, okay? Don't dismiss your accomplishments. Don't dismiss yourself for others. Don't put others ahead of you all the time, okay? You have to celebrate your own successes. You have to, treat yourself. You have to do whatever it is you need to do for your own well-being as well. Self-care, okay? Self-love and self-care. So what's going on with Gemini in this energy that is poking in here with Gemini? What's the situation? What is the story? What do we need to know? All right, so here's what's going on, you two. Confessions is on the way here. Something unexpected via message of some sort. All right, there's been a lot that's left things confusing. Okay, Gemini, logic, thinking. Confusion for Gemini is not something that is great. It's not something that you, it's definitely not something you like to experience, I should say. Okay, so you like to use, you prefer clarity, you prefer honesty, you prefer truth. Something unsettled here is going to come through unexpectedly through a message. It's going to be an unveiling, okay? Things have been very unclear. Things have left you puzzled right now, but some justification is coming through, okay? All right, this is somebody here. We have an energy that's lusting for you. It is a non-committal energy, okay? It's not an energy that wants to settle down. It's a very strong sexual energy, okay? It's very intense. All right, so we have sidetracked. We all see clarity and confusion. Like, I was literally thinking of this card when I saw this card. All right, so we have a shallow energy here, very superficial energy. Gets sidetracked very easily, causes, delays, changes their minds often, doesn't give you like a clear path forward. Excuse me, a clear path forward. But I feel like expect some honesty and some clarity on the confusion. You're going to have some answers here coming through. It'll give you answers, that's for sure. It may not, it may not be what you want to hear. It may not be what the person, is wanting. The person that they may be trying to explain something that you may not want to hear, something like that, something confusing, but some clarity is coming through. And it's because this person here is somebody that does not want to lose you. So they may not want to commit. I know I always say this in all my readings, but it doesn't matter how much water I drink. It doesn't matter how much prep time I have for tarot. I really do have prep time. It's almost like I have to drink like hot tea or hot like water with lemon or something, because the second I start to talk, and I can go like all day without talking. The second I start to talk, my throat locks up. And I'm very sorry about that. I am very asthmatic though, so like ridiculously asthmatic. So, it's trying to, I guess, keep things going a certain way, and it's just always clearing my throat. We have solitary here, okay? So we have somebody that's withdrawn, sidetracked, thinking about things, wanting to kind of figure out what the next thing is they want here. I feel like they want you in their life, but I feel like the commitment is really not something that they are willing to lock down. But it's not like you're asking for a commitment, but it's just that it's like, I feel like they battle with the idea, because whatever deal you guys have going on, whatever friendship, relationship, situationship you have going on, it works out. It works out. But sometimes things can kind of get very, very kind of connected between the two of you. And there's a lot of, tense sexual energy and attraction. So things kind of tend to take form where this would be something that this person wouldn't mind being around for a long time. You being the situation. But realistically, it's not something that works for them. Okay, something is holding them back. Something or somebody else might be in the picture as well. All right. So this is a cat tarot deck. This is the second cat tarot deck I'm using for 2025 so far. I haven't decided if I want to keep rolling with cat themes, but hey, it is what it is. I love cats. And so, yeah. And, oh, if you guys are new, by the way, and you like tarot, you enjoy tarot card readings, you know, feel free to like subscribe. I post regularly on here. And hit that notification bell. Let me know in the comments how you're doing, or if you have any questions about me or the channel that's not in the description box below. I'd be happy to answer them for you. But pretty much I'm a chill channel. I do very direct readings. I don't do dark readings. I don't do spirit talk in the sense of like, I don't engage too much in the occult of things of tarot. And I say that because I just don't want to, like, there's different kinds of tarot readers out there. I like to read the cards. I like to look at the, images and give you direct information. Okay. And I'm only explaining this, and I don't do this all the time, but every now and then I do it when YouTube brings in a bunch of subscribers. I try to make sure like I'm talking to that audience a little bit and to the newcomers. But if you've been here a long time, God bless you. Thank you for hanging in there with me. Okay, I appreciate you all so much. The Knight of Cups here in the reverse, overall energy right now. The Knight of Cups in the reverse is just kind of, it feels like somebody's holding back. Okay, they're emotional. They don't want to emotionally expose themselves. They don't want to necessarily emotionally be vulnerable. It does feel like we could be dealing with somebody that is very detached from reality. Okay, they're very reactive. It's kind of like the fight or flight, run away kind of shit. Okay, so it's just that it feels like this is somebody that it feels like this is somebody that does not look in the right places for the right things. Okay, and they come through as though they like to avoid conflicts, and because they like to avoid conflict, or they don't like arguing and fighting because they'd rather focus on I don't know, the lust. Like their reality in any connection is not aligned with where they need to be emotionally. Okay, the Knight of Cups in reverse. So it's like they take drastic moves for drastic things and drastic reactions versus doing the right thing. Okay, and it's just that's where they are right now. And they just come across very, very conflicted, uncertain what they want. I do feel like at this very period in time, though, they are kind of, their head is in the sand a little bit. So they need to get their head out of the sand and kind of figure out what they want next. Because here we have a Seven of Swords. Not a nice card. Don't like it. It is an Aquarius energy. Okay, this is somebody that's made a break for it in the past. All right. Very unfair. Very unfair. And we also have the Justice. But we have an unfair energy here that kind of focuses on things for their own need. This is the ultimate lying card in relationships as well. But I feel like this is somebody that was very deceptive or lied about something, okay? And they could have been dealing with some distractions or something here. Something else is pulling at their attention. And they left things very confusing for you. They may have like ghosted. They could have low-key kind of, ran, like the runner chaser cycle is taking place. Something is playing out with this person, but it has nothing like really, it's who they are and how they do things in general. But they don't really necessarily pay attention to the things that they do that hurts people. Okay, so every time I feel like you've had to question or ask a question or kind of check in or just something like that, I don't feel like you were getting the truth out of them. Their behavior was very sketchy. And I feel like this is somebody that abandons ship a lot. Yeah, they just like take flight and just run rather than deal with the truth. And I feel like they'd rather argue and kind of get you all confused versus kind of give you the truth, because then obviously if you were to find out the truth, then you'd find out that they're lying. Okay, and they don't want you to know that. They're hiding some things from you. Okay, so the Seven of Wands here, this is a Leo energy. Oh my goodness, hi. You get some voices? Alright, you want to check on closed doors in the middle of the night? That's my kitty. Alright, so the Seven of Wands here, I feel like you've been standing your ground rather well. Okay, you've been persevering through. This is somebody that makes things very competitive for no reason. They like to play the game. They like to feel like they're center of attention. And for a lot of you, there's been, again, a lot of unfairness. Okay, so unfairness is showing up twice, and we haven't even gotten to the Justice card. But this is an energy. It's all about maintaining control for them. So I feel like they're not seeing the sweet, passionate things in the relationship past the lust, and I feel like they're missing out on a lot here. Okay, so the King of Swords for you, Gemini energy here is showing up. Communication is here. I feel like there's a desire to grow something here, correct something, heal something, but you're still going to get some sort of half truths. You're not going to get the full truths. Okay, all up in here. It's playfulness, deception, manipulation, controlling the narrative, so to speak, and not wanting to expose themselves for the liars that they may be. All right, so I feel like this is somebody here with the King of Swords comes through. They come through a little rough, okay, like it feels like they're gonna fight, they want to argue, they want to, but the nasty fights and stuff like that, it's been done already. So now it's about truth and clarity, okay? So we got truth and clarity and somebody that wants to clear things up here. Queen of Wands, beautiful card, but it's in the reverse. It's in the center of the situation. I feel like honestly, this is a person that's very, very stubborn, okay? And I feel like sometimes they take your kindness for weakness, or maybe they take advantage of your understanding and the passion that you have for them and the way you feel about them. But they do a lot of things that makes, I don't know if they try to make you jealous or if you just naturally can get jealous, which it's fine. It's not a judgment. But the way they do things, the jealousy, I feel like for a lot of you, this is somebody that could come across insecure, but they play their insecurities and they'd rather feel like other people. So it's kind of like if they're seeing you as insecure, they're feeling validated, like they're important and they're wanted and they're desired, rather than if they're making you feel insecure, like, hey, how can I correct myself? Okay, so they're not in a place where they're trying to correct their actions right now. And I feel like this is somebody that could have actually lied to you and cheated on you. Actually, like straight up cheated on you and lied about it. All right. The Justice card, karma's playing out. I feel like this is somebody that really kind of has put up a lot of obstacles for you, but you're in a place right now where you're kind of dealing with watching things unfold. Okay, so this is somebody that really wants to bring forward some truth or honesty. There's a strong desire to reconcile. Okay, but there's a cause and effect taking place, so it's actions and consequences, and karma has to play out here. Okay, I feel like you've been honest, all right, but if they cannot be honest, all right, or if they're not seeing things for the bigger rewards and the bigger picture, then there's the commitment that they're trying to offer you or talk to you about isn't going to last, all right. But if they really do mean what they're saying, and I feel like you would know unless they're playing a role. Okay, so you got to be careful if they're habitual liars. But there's opportunity for a bigger commitment here. But if they're playing you or whatever, trust me, karma's gonna play. They're gonna pay for it. Karma's gonna play its role here, and they will pay for it. And if they have not, and some of you, this person may be paying like a heavy karmic price right now, just for how they treated you, how they've lied to you, how they've left you. They could be dealing with law problems, debt problems, jail, courts, something here, legal battles of some sort. Okay, there's the justice system is playing out literally and figuratively for this person right now. All right, so we have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Okay, this is a Pisces energy showing in the reverse. I mean, I feel like the emotion side of things here has been very kind of stale, stagnant. There hasn't been a lot of movement. There's a lot of dissatisfaction. I feel like the dissatisfaction comes from this person as though like they act like they're bored, or like they have something important to do, or like they're busy. But like for you, you're dissatisfied. It's more like you're disappointed. All right, because I feel like, this is somebody, again, they have very high unrealistic expectations. They see things different. They think things different. It feels like this is somebody that thinks things but doesn't do things or act on things as much. So they don't really know that the things that they think, if they're actually realistic or not. Like sometimes they're just out there, okay? But ultimately here, I feel like, you know, this is somebody that could be a little stressed out right now. Their needs are not being met. And I feel like you're the person that's been able to meet their needs. So whatever it is that they did, shot themselves, you know, in the foot, kind of tripped themselves on their own shoelaces, so to speak. And now they're kind of like in a place where they're very, even more, more discontent. Okay. Um, some of you, this person could even have a lot of money and stuff, and there's still nothing makes them happy, like something like that. Like they have a lot of opportunities and options, but I'm telling you, it's just they're really hard to please. But it's kind of like it comes from a place of like, I don't even want to say immaturity. It comes from a place of narcissism. Honestly, is where I'm going to leave it at. However, I'm going to come right back to these cards up here. Ace of Wands is coming. Okay, so there's a new chapter to be desired. I feel like they're going to put some work in here for you, Gemini. They really want what you have. They care about you, okay? Maybe love is not in the immediate horizon, but they're very passionate about their feelings for you and what they want from you. All right, this is a guaranteed communication card in many relationships, or in many situations where relationships are kind of struggling. All right, and it starts in the form of communication here, okay? So this is a very attractive energy, and you're a very attractive energy, and your charisma is very fire together, very, very lusty. All right. So I feel like this is somebody, sometimes though they would rather have like sexual connection versus being sincerely, you know, intimate. So they'd like to have like the lust and the passion in things, but like they don't want the intimate commitment in things, if that makes any sense. So I feel like in terms of advice here is just to kind of watch yourself, like watch yourself, like meet your own goals, meet your own needs. Watch after yourself really is what I'm trying to say. And also focus on your own desires. I feel like this somebody is being illuminated to the reality of you being an important equation in their life, even if it's something that they have been in denial about. Okay, so because of that, I feel like I feel like they want to help clear a lot of confusions, and I feel like for some of you, they may not necessarily give you the full truths. Then that's fine, but the truths that they're going to give you are going to be real truths. Okay, so they're not going to give you all of it, but the stuff they give you is going to be honest and truthful. So maybe they may never admit that they cheated, but they will tell you that they really love you, something like that, like an example. Okay. So let's go ahead here and pull a final card for you, Gemini. This will be an oracle message, and then I'm going to open the booklet and read whatever that message says, just because I want to keep the integrity of the card's meaning and value this time, and sharing with you the content of the creator's vision for the card instead of mine. Right, so we have the number 28, and we have release. I release that which does not serve my higher purpose with gratitude and love. So you're thankful for the things that are no longer serving you, but you're also releasing them. And it's all going to work out for you, okay? It's all going to work out. And here we are. It says, to connect to spirit and raise your energy, you need to release all physical, emotional, and mental blockages that hold you back from reaching your full potential. People, objects, emotions, and experiences come into your life in order for you to learn from them, but not all are meant to stay. Release these with love and gratitude, and ask archangels Michael and Raphael to cut and heal the cords attaching you to this baggage. This unwanted clutter holds stagnant energy which ties you to the past, preventing you from fully experiencing the present and moving forward. Excuse me. Once you have released the clutter, your life will open up to new opportunities and abundance on all levels. This card is also asking you to release your addiction to material goods. By being caught up in the trap of consumerism, you waste time and energy on accumulating unimportant objects in your life that add no true value, while at the same time contributing to the depletion and destruction of your home, Mother Earth. All right, well, that's your message. I sincerely appreciate you spending some of your time with me. I'm hoping this year brings you lots of blessings, and I'll see you very, very soon. Okay, take care. Love you guys. Oh, like and subscribe if you haven't. Bye.